Hey, it's Tourism Tim here with probably the most important announcement I have made all year. Join me in this special event and find out how you can absolutely double your sales in 2012 and be a part of my small group, private travel business mastermind group, and connect with people who are going to help you succeed. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Tourism Tim here, and we are back once again outdoors in beautiful wine country, Northern California. Today we are in my backyard, and like the other day where I had sunlight at my back, I anticipating that and turned around. But I was hoping to record this so you guys could see my incredible one of my gardens in the back, but we'd be looking in the sun again. So I'm just going to pick up the computer and just so you can get an idea of one of my outdoor offices. This is one of our back gardens. My wife Sabrina and I really like to garden, and this is right off of our back deck. And I really like to come out here and bring out my computer, and I actually have a second monitor out here and do some work. So it's just fun to be able to be talking with you here on my back deck. I'm imagining we're having a glass of wine and some hors d'oeuvres because it is Friday evening. Anyway, I'm really excited about this event that's about to launch, and I really appreciate all the comments and the questions I've been getting from you guys via email, on my blog, Tourism Travel Business Success, and the Facebook comments. People are really liking what I'm saying. It's making sense to you as far as the travel consumers and how they shop and how you can turn travel shoppers into buyers. And I've been seeing some pain points out there. People are saying, wow, I'm really struggling. I'm going to read an email to you from a guy who just got in Canada who he was talking about that business in Western Canada is down like 5 to 30% a year for the last 3 or 4 years, and he's really struggling. And I've got some suggestions for him that's going to help you too. But when I'm reading all these comments and I'm thinking about the questions and the challenges that people are having, and I know what you're seeking, and I hate to see so much struggle and pain. It's not necessary, because I have helped so many companies have a totally different experience. And so I want you to just almost close your eyes for a moment and imagine another scenario. Imagine what I know is possible and what other tourism professionals have had. Imagine, remember we talked the other day about high bounce rate, people not staying at your website long. Let's imagine the opposite of that. Let's imagine people are staying at your website many, many minutes. They're really finding your content compelling. You're doing a great job using social proof and getting your clients selling for you. They're convinced that you're a great choice. You're experienced, you're credible, you're trustworthy. Safety is a top concern. You've earned high ranking. Imagine that. You've got high ranking in the search engines, and you have more and more qualified traffic coming to you. You actually, because you've done such a good job at marketing yourself, you've got less competition. Imagine you have lots of endorsements from clients, media. You're showing up in the blogs, and a lot of people are just saying, "Wow, these people rock." If you're going to go to this place or go to that destination or stay at this lodge, you should go with you. Imagine that. When you have that sort of experience, and I know that it's absolutely possible, and I want to help you get there. What you'll end up getting is you're going to have a lot more bookings, you're going to have a lot more income, and you're going to start making a decent living doing what you love. I mean, wasn't that your original dream? Wasn't it that you wanted to pursue something that you had passion for? Make good money, do what you love, not have a job that stinks, and really be your own boss, and be in a business that you enjoy? Wasn't your passion to spend more time with family and friends and people you enjoy, showing people your sport, your region, what you have a passion for, what you're an expert at? At the end of the day, the satisfaction of owning your own business and being self-employed is awesome. but you got to be making a decent living to really to experience that. And when you do, because if you follow what I'm laying out for you, what I'm going to show you in a moment, you can have the high traffic. You can have a website that sells. You can have more bookings. Your off season is going to get even shorter. You're going to have better staff. You're going to have more time to do the parts of the company that you really love, not the kinds that you hate. You're not going to be wearing as many hats. You can actually have staff. Imagine less stress, less debt. Imagine that you could actually even go on a vacation yourself. Well, I know that you can. In fact, I even advocated, and in part of this mastermind group, I can hook you up with some people where you can do trip trades, where it's no cost to you. Spend a great time, help out a friend, rejuvenate yourself, and be engaged in the business that you're in. So I just kind of wanted you to give you an idea of what you could look forward to. And when you do have a business that's working better, when your website is producing for you, and not just your website, but all your marketing, but I'm going to keep emphasizing the website because that is where all the action is. I mean, I want to briefly summarize the two videos that I sent you the last week, and so that if you didn't see it, or for you to remember the basis of how you can change it, how you can start having this life that you're after, is it's important that you really understand the market that the business that you're marketing to and the consumers that you're dealing with. Number one, we talked about the 7-second rule, which was the reality is that travel consumers are super time challenged. They are looking at many websites, and they're making decisions about whether to stay on your website, dig deeper, or leave in 7 to 10 seconds. And that is the reality. And I gave you proof by looking at the Google Analytics, and you should be looking at your user log reports too. We talked about that so many websites. Number two was that your website may stink in that 7 seconds, communicating to a prospective visitor or client what you do, where you do it, and why they should consider you. They're overwhelmed with choices, and if it's not crystal clear what you do, where, and why they should choose you in 7 seconds, they're gone. People are overwhelmed with choices. There's no place on the planet they can't go anymore, and it's your job, your duty, to be more effective at your marketing, because when you are, you're going to get more business, you're going to get the dream business that you want, and you're going to help your clients and your guests have that incredible, fun, wonderful experience called a vacation, a travel, the business that we're in. The third thing we talked about, we went into depth on, we talked about social proof. We talked about how critical it is, once again, in 7 seconds, to start communicating trustworthiness, experience, safety, and one of the best ways to do that, there's many, but one of the best ways to do it is to get your clients and media and travel trade to give you endorsements, testimonials, reviews. When you do this, they rock, and it reinforces what you're trying to achieve on that social proof in seconds. Let me show you really quick another example of social proof and how powerful this can be, and you should be doing the same exact thing. Break. Now this is, I'm going to show you a quick video testimonial from a tour operator in Alaska who's in the small group soft adventure market. And one of the things I can tell you about Alaska, it is super competitive. There are literally thousands of lodges, guides, tour operators, and Doreen is competing against some of the largest tour operations in the world. We're talking the cruise lines and some major players in Alaska. Yet in spite of that, and in spite of a recession that we've been in, she's been having record years. And the reason is It's outstanding marketing. It's applying the very things that I've been talking to you about and showing you, and that what I want to give you is little by little, step by step. So let's here's an example of what Doreen says, and this is on my page for my tourism marketing success course. But you can see what I have here is a video testimonial, and then I've transcribed it a little bit, and it says our brochure was heading blah blah blah. It says, Tim, our 2011 season was up 41%, and our 2012 pre-sales are looking great. But I want you to just hear this for yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Doreen Toller with Alaskan Tour Guides. We conduct escorted land tours in Alaska. I met Tim Warren, Adventure Business Marketing, in 2006, and I have applied almost all of Tim's suggestions and help to my marketing, which has proved to be very fruitful for us. This year alone, our sales are up 41%. We've added new vans. We've added new employees. I just can't say enough about the marketing tips that Tim has provided to us, and I highly recommend it to anyone and everyone who wants to grow their business. Sometimes the simplicity of how Tim is able to put these tips across may seem like there's something missing to it, but it's not. You overlook that simplicity so often, and it took me a couple of times to realize that. I constantly go back to Tourism Marketing Success book, and so that I make sure I have my credibility.
I'm not going to. You can hear the rest of it for yourself. But the key thing is that Doreen is sharing, and I really want you to hear this. Is that here is someone who's in a super competitive business, and in spite of that, she's raised her sales 41%. We're talking things that we're talking cash. A flow increases of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and because of that, she has hired an office manager. She has new equipment that they paid for with cash, and she took not one but two vacations to Hawaii this year. Why? Because she applied the proven principles that I teach and in this course that we're relaunching here actually in just a few hours, and we're going to give you special access to Mastermind. But I want we'll come back to that, more about that later. So one of the reasons that Doreen has been so successful is she's been applied, and as she said, the simple principles that I teach. Too many people try to make this too complex, and then they put all this effort into traffic, and they put all this effort into, I just got to get more ranking, and there's some sort of this illusion that if you had more traffic and you had more ranking, you would somehow get more sales. But it is wrong. It is not true. The secret to success in your travel business, and this includes a destination, a hotel, lodge, B&B, travel agent, it doesn't matter. The secret is a two-part formula, is that you do need to have targeted traffic, and you need to be strong online. That should be your number one marketing strategy. But you must have targeted traffic plus conversion, and conversion means turning a website visitor into some sort of inquiry, turning a website visitor into a prospect. It could be a call, it could be an email, it could be sign up for a special report or an email newsletter, and ultimately sales. If you don't convert a stranger into a friend and a friend into a customer over time, you lose. This is probably one of the most important aspects of your entire travel business. If you don't get this part down, you're not going to be able to do the life-enhancing business that you want. You're not going to have that dream business that you want. You don't have to struggle. I'm going to reiterate how important this is that learning how to convert a newcomer to your website to some sort of lead and some sort of prospect and ultimately a sale, and it takes time, is, I believe, 100 times more valuable than a website that just has ranking or traffic. I will show you how to get the traffic. I will show you how to get the ranking. But but you must have the sales conversion aspect too. So I know I'm sounding a little pedantic, and I go over and over this again, but it's so incredibly powerful, and so simple. But you got to know how to do it right. And in my course, I show you step by step specific ways to integrate this into your entire marketing message, where you should put it on your website, what it should look like, how many places to put it. There's about 7 different methods of what I call creating credibility in your marketing message, and where you place it, and it's all critical. And in my course, you are looking over my shoulder as we are going through people's website, and I'm coaching people like Doreen, and we're going step by step through a website. And these are frankly, our consulting clients have paid me thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's worth every penny, because it's worth ultimately in hundreds and hundreds of thousands of sales to them. I'm recorded that, and you're going to get to look over my shoulder and see exactly how we did it, and more importantly, how you can apply it to your website. I want to talk about the return on investment. Is that whatever you're spending money on and time, you want to make sure that you're getting a good return on investment, because I consider any marketing or any advertising you do, if it doesn't give you some sort of return, and ideally a big return, it's a waste of time. But so let's take a look at that right now, and then we're going to come back to the special event that we're doing for 4 days, and something I've decided to open back up, which is essentially my mastermind group, which was part of the original course launch, and it went so well, and it was so fun working with other tourism professionals and connecting them to each other and getting them helping each other, and so that you're not alone. I've decided to open a mastermind group back up again for a limited time, for 20 people, as part of this grand reopening, you might say, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so I talked about a return on investment. So what I did is on my information page for my course, if you haven't seen this is really cool, but I'm going to show you the bottom line is that I wanted to provide a calculator for you, so that you can start getting an idea of, what would it be worth to me, gee, if I increase my sales 10%, 15%, 20%. What if? And so we're not going to be looking at if you increased your traffic 15%. We're not going to be looking at if you increased your traffic to lead 15%. There's multiple layers in this. We're just taking it in its simplest form. Is what would be worth to you if you increased your sales and arrivals a certain percentage, and what's that worth at the end of the year? So I'm going to imagine, so here we have this return on investment calculator. It says average number of monthly sales or arrivals. Let's imagine that right now that you're a small company, you're only doing 20 sales a month, and the gross value of the transaction is worth, let's say it's worth $500, because let's say you're doing a couple-day trip, or it could be a multi-day trip. It depends on where you're at. And let's imagine that you applied some of the principles in my course, and you just heard a moment ago, Doreen, she said she had a 41%. Well, actually, later on, when I followed up with her for the year of 2011, it actually turned out to be 45%. And I've seen people have way beyond that. So when I talk about doubling their sales, I am not BSing you. I know that it's absolutely true. So let's imagine you only increased your sales 15% for every month. So what you do, press the calculate, and it tells you, okay, so right now your current sales for the year is 240 transactions. Your average revenue is $120,000 a year. So because you're doing $500 per transaction. So if you increased your sales just 15%, that would be 36 extra sales, and you increased revenue for the year, $18,000. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Let's imagine you were doing more transactions a month and a higher volume. Let's imagine you were doing 50 transactions a month, and each sale was worth $1,500. Once again, we're only going to look at 15%. But this calculator is pretty cool because it goes anywhere from 5% up to 50%. So let's calculate that one out. So you just press calculate, and it does this little magic, and it comes up and says, okay. And I see how the sun's coming into my eyes again. I better move. So that, but luckily you don't have to look at it. So this would be 600 transactions a month, 900,000 in revenues. Your increase sales would be 90 sales for $135,000. So just imagine if you increased your sales $135,000, and it was just 15% increase in sales. That and so much more is very, very doable, but you must make the changes. So I'm not going to go into more detail of this. You should check it out on my course landing page as part of the special event, and see for yourself. So I mentioned that to you. I'd gotten a lot of questions and comments from people over my last couple emails. A lot of people really liked it, but this email that I'm going to read you is from a guy named Jim Martin, and he just sent this to me a couple of days ago. This is why I do what I do. This is why I've created this course. This is why I'm setting up the mastermind and some one-on-one consulting so that you don't have to have this sort of experience. This is from Jim Martin, as I mentioned. He says, I purchased your ebook last year, and I have a question for you. Originally, my course was just an ebook, but I've expanded way beyond that. It says, question background. Tourism in general has been declining in Canada, particularly Western Canada, since 2005 at a rate of 15 to 30% a year. Oh my God, that's terrible. I have seen some unfortunate competitors close down in the past few years. Internet search for the market has dropped equally. The two chart graphs choreograph perfectly. It says, question, in this decreased market, what do you think are methods that would generate sales when interest is lower to begin with? Cheers, Jim Martin. First, Jim, I want to say I'm sorry that business is down for you. I know that's not the case for everybody. And so I'm going to actually challenge you. And yes, I'm willing to, I have no doubt that business is down and competitors are down, are actually closing down. And I will bet that their marketing sucks. And they're not integrating some of the key elements that I've been preaching for years. I know for a fact that yes, tourism has been down for a lot of people, but in that same period of time, there's also been people who've been having great years and some incredible years because what they did is they increased their marketing efforts. And as competitors dropped off because they were poor at the business and marketing, actually it makes more and more business. People are not stopping. They're not stopping their traveling. In fact, I did go to your website. I'm not going to give the name of it, but I saw that you were in the sea kayaking business in Western Canada. I happen to know that one of the clients that is featured in my course, Sea Kayak Adventures, has been doing quite well and has expanded recently into other parts of the world. Why? Because business is really good. And why is it really good? It's because they've been integrating the proven principles and concept that are in my course. And in my course, actually, Sea Kayak Adventures does such a good job at some of the most simplest but the most powerful forms of online marketing. I use them as a case study and go through their site and show you step by step exactly what they're doing right. And it's no wonder that while you're struggling, your competitors, like Sea Kayak Adventures, are having record years. And even if they're not having a record years, if you were holding your own and actually gaining some business while other people were falling off the map because they had to close down, that in a recession, that is also a good thing. And then as things pick up, and they are, you're better positioned to succeed and excel. I'm going to, Jim, suggest you go back and look at your site because I did, and I saw that you were missing some very, very important credibility elements that I'm kind of surprised that you had not integrated because it goes into my original ebook talked about it in great detail. I'm going to recommend you be part of this new mastermind group that I'm launching so that you can get the support from peers and from me because there's a lot of neat great things on your site, but there's some things that are missing. And I know with some little bit of changes, we could turn things around for you. And I know that in spite of the down economy, tourism is still continues to grow, and someone's going to be on the first page. Someone's going to be a winner as far as the business they're getting. Why not be you? And when I say you, I'm talking to Jim, and I'm talking to you who's watching this right now, who's wondering, wow, I've been struggling, Tim. Can I do this? And I want to let you know that you can do this. You are not alone. So let's look at some other things about the business and some of the challenges. I know that a lot of you feel stuck, that you're wearing too many hats. Often, how about this? Are you sometimes not sure what to do next? Are you confused as to where to spend your money, or what's going to give you that return on investment? How about, are you frustrated with technology? I understand that. Is that that's why in this course Doreen says I cover the basics. I want to make sure before you get into really advanced stuff that you have your foundation in place and it's really strong and really working for you so that you are getting a good return on investment. I want to help guide you so that you know where to spend your time and your money to get that biggest bang for the buck. And in the course we go into great detail so that you're really clear what you need to do, how to do it, where to do it, and why. And I'm a pretty value-minded person, so there's nothing that I'm going to advise you to do that is out of the reach of anybody watching this video, because it's really about how you position yourself and how you language yourself and how you get your clients selling for you, and some other really key things that work. The question comes up about, wow, I'm not a technological giant. I get frustrated by it. I'm confused. Well, you're not alone. Here is something that a lot of people don't know about me. Yes, I am a constant student. I am always studying best practice and what works, especially in technology and social media, because it's so important. But do I do the work myself? No way. I'm a bit of a tech dunce. I'm able to do certain things, but I absolutely have to rely on other people to do things for me. But in my course, I break it down to make it super simple for you so that the tech things, I want you to understand the basic things so that when you do hire someone, a webmaster or a blog master, and you get them to do certain things for you, you'll be able to look kind of behind the scenes and inspect their work and know absolutely that they've done it to your specifications and how in a way that's going to work for you. And I make it simple, I make it easy, and it's fun. When you start to understand these basic things, and when you can look, I'm going to show you these really cool, simple tools, most of them for free. And when you can use them and go, wow, and start seeing the improvements in your ranking, start seeing the improvements in your traffic, start able to know what keywords, actually be able to look at your competitors' keywords, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I've also had people say, Tim, I understand that sometimes I can get pretty excited in the videos that I put out. I know that sometimes that I suggest that if you like the videos that I've been putting out, you're going to love my course, or you're going to love this webinar or this or that. It's true. And the reason I do that is because I'm just like you. When my brother and I started our travel business over 20 years ago, and we struggled, and we had to get outside help and find out what worked, and finally turned our business around and started getting that business, the dream business what we wanted. And I want you to have that same experience. I do what I do because I really believe in the industry that we're in. I love working in the outdoors. I love being in service to people, and I love this business called travel and hospitality and tourism. And I know that there's thousands of people around the world watching this video right now. I mean, I have 7,500 people on my email list watching it just like you, and who are all pursuing the same passion. They're all trying to have that dream business doing what they love. And I don't want you guys to struggle. I know that it can be different, and that's why I put out this a lot of free content, and I want you to see that I know what I'm talking about. I want you to see that I'm coming from a place of wanting to be in service to you, and but you got to take a step. You can't. This just doesn't magically happen. I mean, I got a comment from on a video that said, I said, hey, if you want to learn how to make your website sell better, watch this video. You can't just have this stuff magically change. There is some work to do. You have to step up and do something different. I mean, imagine it's 6 months from now, and you don't do anything different. You choose not to take advantage of this mastermind and this special one-on-one consulting I'm offering. And you do the same old thing you've always been doing. How profoundly different is your business going to be? How much more business are you going to be getting? I'd be willing to bet not much different. And for too many of you, that's inadequate, and it's going to lead to failure. But you can change it. You can get the help you need, but you got to step up. If you like what I've been sharing with you, not only this last week, but really the last year, you're going to love this course. You're going to love connecting to other tourism professionals. You're going to love getting one-on-one laser coaching with me. And being your coach, your guide, your mentor, and being right there. I've had people telling me they love working with me because I'm a cheerleader. And yeah, I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to show you that you can really do this. I just kind of want to close up here and just kind of give you a quick snapshot of what we're going to be doing in this launch. When I launched the course last November, I decided to open up a private, small travel business kind of success group where people are mentoring each other, giving peer support, making connections with each other, and all studying the course, all applying it at the same time. Why I did that? Because I've been part of a mastermind group for the last 8 years, and it's been one of the best business decisions I've ever did. So I decided to take the same proven principles, apply it to a travel group, put them together. Well, it rocked. People loved it. You heard a testimonial the other day that they said that that was one of the best things about the course for him. And so that's what I've decided to do but I can't, mastermind groups only work if it's a small group. So the maximum I'm going to allow in this group is going to be 20 people. Because small groups work the best, and so that you can really network, really connect, really share and help each other. So this event starts today. You're watching this on Saturday, and it's going to last only through the 25th of April. So I'm giving it 4 or 5 days because I know that's all it's going to take, or until I get 20 people who step up and become part of this course and part of who are members of this program. So you're going to get the complete tourism marketing success course. You're going to get one-on-one consulting with me, 2 sessions, and we're going to be doing it through Skype, or we'll be going through your website. I'll record the whole thing, and then you can have that to review over and over again. This is really, really valuable. Plus, you're going to get the mastermind group where we're going to connect with each other and give you that support that you need. Plus, as an added bonus, I'm going to add in what I'm calling office hours. I'm looking at my neighbor across the way here, where you can call in and get some laser coaching with your top questions and concern, because I want to help you save wasted time. I want to help you save wasted money so you can laser right in and get targeted help to help you make that quantum shift. I'm not going to go into the course in detail. You can go to the link down below or right in front of you and get access to this, to get membership in this course with the mastermind and the one-on-one consulting. I do suggest you read through the information page. I specifically want you to read and watch and listen to the many, many, many social proof of people who are just like you, tour operators and travel agents and and lodge owners and guides and see what they had to say about the course, and more importantly, shifts how it helped them increase arrivals, increase sales, increase inquiries, and increase their bottom line and have that dream tourism business. But there's a couple other things I've decided to throw in as there's some really cool bonuses that get into the whole traffic side of things. This course is two parts. There's the first part is all about conversion, and the second part is all about traffic. What a surprise, the two-part formula to success. The other thing that I've thrown into this is I've thrown in a payment plan. Hey, I know it's tough out there, and I also know that you can make a huge shift in your business, and I have such faith in you, and I want you to have faith in me that I've set up a 4-payment plan that makes this really affordable, really easy, and it's practically a risk-free trial is what I'm giving you, because you get a full 60 days, 2 months to go through the course entirely. Check out everything and download all the bonuses and check it all out for yourself. And if you decide that for whatever reason this is not right, it's right for you, and you've looked at it and you want your money back, no problem. You give me a call. I want to make this make this so strong and such a foolproof opportunity for you. If you're ready to step up and do something different, I want to take away any risk, any worry on your part. So definitely, know that stands behind that 60 day, 2 month guarantee. So I'm going to close off now. I just want to reiterate that this special course, you might say grand reopening, is only going to last from Saturday till Tuesday the 24th, or until I get 20 new course members. Whatever comes first, I'll be sending you guys emails with updates. But I urge you, if there's anything that I've said that has inspired you, that has given you an aha moment, or has given you some hope that you could shift, that you could start increasing your sales, that or maybe you're doing okay and you want to go to the next level. If you're ready to step up, I'm ready to help you. But if you're going to do the same old thing and just sit on your ass and just hope that by just getting this course that your business is going to magically transform, do not buy this course. But if you're willing to step up and get the support and the help and walk through this step by step, and I make it really easy so you don't have to spend much time. You can go through it piece by piece over time. I guarantee you, you could increase your sales 15%, 50%, 100% or more. But you've got to be willing to do the work. I'm willing to help you. I urge you to take action. That's the bottom line. I've created an awesome course. It's absolutely helped lots of people, and it can help you too. But you have to take action. So jump in, take the plunge, as Michael Burchich says with Sacred Rides, and watch his video and see what he has to say. And you can do this. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of this grand reopening, and I look forward to working with you really soon. Take care.